You gotta move yours over. Oh, there you go. I'm not holding your hand. I'm not holding your hand. I'm not gonna hold your hand.
Oh, damn
I'm
it.
not gonna hold your hand. Okay.
You're supposed to hold my hand.
I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not doing that.
You're supposed to hold my hand. It's supposed to be hard. I'm supposed to be holding your hand hard. Yes, I'm supposed to be holding your hand hard, man. What's wrong with you? I'm supposed to be holding your hand. You're not following through. You ain't.
No, I'm not holding
damn
your
it,
hand.
you ain't shit.
All right, first off, I like my circulation in my fingers. The way he was holding her hand, it sounded like she was gonna run any second.
I don't do this. I don't do this. Stop it. Stop it. You making me. You got me out the bed looking like this.
Plink, 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 plink.
I still got cold in my eye.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Still got cold in my eye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, you wasn't even ready. You wasn't even there. We go.
I told you we had
you
a
got
plan.
Now you got the glasses of God on.
I got the. Is that what she
The
called
shield. No. She had the armor of God and
the breastplate of God.
The breastplate of God.
And the devil's toilet sitting next to her. like
the devil's trash can.
I'm going to be very honest. When Willie sent me this petty foolishness, I was like, I had a lot of words when this video came out. Okay, so for the people who don't know, all right. I mean, even though this has been a story that actually has gone into mainstream.
Oh yeah, New York Newsweek. That's what it was in.
Yeah. Oh, so wait, it made
Newsweek.
Oh shit, you got popular.
You got
what you wanted. Okay, so if you don't know, there's this guy, this guru. We've spoken about him before in the past, Derek Jaxn, right? Now, let me be clear. Derek Jaxn is a cute little piece of chocolate drop, right? But as soon as he opened his mouth, I don't see none of that. And I'm like, I can't stand him. I can't stand people who pander to people's pain, right? And that's what he is, the prince of pandering.
He is, yeah. That's the prince of pandering.
And so he goes on and he's like, hey, and he has a tendency to pander to Black women in particular, but he also will hit, and he's not above $1, so he'll hit every woman possible. And he's like, look, you don't have to put up with this. You don't have to do this. You are a queen.
You're a queen.
You should be treated as such. And we don't like him. We don't like. I don't know if we don't like him for the same reason. I don't like him because I feel like people like that profit off the pain of other people, and they take those moments and they sit there and say, "You could be a better person. Come buy my book."
You're everything, woman.
Yes,
it's all
and there's no position in there for you to be like, maybe you should grow as a person. Maybe you should do things. No. There are some people who speak to relationships who I won't say I endorse, but I would definitely listen to because they really look at it from a holistic approach instead of just pandering to people. So that's the reason I decided, why not? Why not join in the foolishness? So I put my gray sweatpants on. I put my
your arm of God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. I put the pants of salvation.
Pants of salvation, yes, the arm of God.
And a breastplate of God. And I couldn't find my crochet because I don't know how many Black women own crochet bonnets. I was like, God, dog, we all own them because I was like, I got one. Mine is in cream. Apparently, I'm not hip. So I was like, I couldn't find that. So I got my little slap cap on and commit in solidarity with this sister to discuss the fuckery that we're seeing. Okay, so let's get into the fuckery.
So before we, just in case people don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and play the something that he did. Okay, so I can say my piece, right?
Okay.
The ironic part of it, right? This is what's been funny for me like the whole week, right? Okay. When I've been sending you shit, it's not the shit.
He's been doing his victory lap.
Yes, not that the shit that people, it's not even that. It is funny as hell, but the irony of it is that this is Women's History Month, and women, this is history, women. Y'all that made this happen. Y'all used to listen to this bullshit. Y'all that made this bullshit happen. So in case you don't know who it is, I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip. I ran. Man, I was out of breath. I said, I'm gonna stop. Then something else came through.
Like that lady in the video.
So I'm gonna play this video so you can understand what's going on. In case you don't know, and this is where he's doing he's talking about Pastor John Gray, talking about something he said, and ironically,
Don't Pastor John Gray look a little full in the outfit? But go ahead.
Oh yeah, he looks very
Like he
full.
look uncomfortable sitting
Yeah,
on that couch.
yeah, but they are the same people though. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, they're the same people. So
Oh, is that why he's wearing the burgundy too?
yeah, probably so.
Is
Yeah,
that the-
probably that's
is
the,
that
just
the
the
color
color
for philanderers?
Yes, for philanderers. It's philanderous color. That's what it is.
It
So-
brings out the cheating in your eyes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play this so y'all can know who we're talking about in case you don't know.
The wife that I chose is better than the man that I am. I married a woman 2 sizes too big.
There's a difference between basically, I'm paraphrasing here, between a woman that's a lid and a covering.
Okay, that's
Which
it.
I agree with.
That's enough of it. That's
Poetic,
enough.
romantic, I love that.
That's enough.
That's cool. We're gonna make that distinction
We're gonna
between
take
the woman
that
that
out our
propelled
ear,
you
though.
towards your
I wanna
destiny
take that
versus
out
Yes.
my
the
ear.
one
You don't want to hear it no
I
more?
don't want to. I'm good.
You don't want to hear it?
I'm
But
good.
in reference to
The
the
video
type of
has
man
that
that
sound.
he's
You don't
describing,
want to hear it no more?
a man
It's
that
I know.
Okay, I don't know if you heard what he said. Hold on. Yeah, the video had no sound.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, good. We're not doing that again.
Damn it. Damn it.
So basically what was happening is you had the big guy on the left saying that he was he said, I feel like he was trolling us though, because I'm like, I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to get to heaven, and he's making this hard for me because he's saying that what happened is he had a wife that was 2 sizes too big for him, and I'm like, that size doesn't exist.
It exists, but it's hard to get there. It's gonna be hard. It's hard.
And that's low hanging fruit. I should be better than that. The fat jokes, I should be better than it. But he was sitting there in his little wineberry outfit, and he was sitting here talking about how he was too.
Can't close the jacket.
The jacket. The jacket agreed with him. You can't close that. That was a medium. I'm telling you, Derek Jaxn and him a lot alike. They like the tight clothes. So he was talking. Then he came up and he said that the pastor Gray said that he was something about pots and pans and lids and stuff.
She was too. If she was so big a lid, she would cover over him too much. Yeah, some mess like that.
Cannot cover you, sir. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Look. All right, there's a conversation we had in a later time, and I'm gonna be the realest one and say this to y'all. There's a conversation to be had when we talk about big people getting little attention and being big happy about it. We're not gonna talk about that today. That's what happened. And instead of him talking about that, he was talking about kitchen items. I'm just like, he's trolling.
He was hungry.
Yeah, he's trolling. He's trolling. He's trying to make me go into jokes, and I got a ton of them.
He was hungry.
So then Derek Jaxn comes in and he says some stuff. Now, whatever he says. Like what he says, not whatever. I did hear what he said. What he says is actually true, right? Women go through the trauma of raising. It is true what he's saying. Women have gone through and bear the brunt of the trauma of a broken person, but so have men. Like when you have a broken person, I've known many situations independent of sex. Broken people will put you. There's two things that are true about broken people. They're amazing in bed, and you will always regret it.
Yeah, that's yes, it's wonderful. They go all the way out in the bedroom,
and you will always regret that story later on.
Yeah,
because it's gonna
take you through
nightmare.
up through there. It's gonna take you up through there.
Yes,
when it's all over with.
So I'm not saying what he said was incorrect, right? In that segment Willie showed you that you couldn't hear. I'm not saying he was incorrect. We heard it. And this is like my hell because I heard it, but y'all didn't hear it. I'm not saying that he's not incorrect, right? But it's the pandering that I have a problem with. Because if he had a conversation, like he's wearing his book. Look,
don't forget your crown. Yes, the book title on it.
I understand it. He's promoting his book on his shirt. I understand hustle. I'm not even trying to hate on his hustle. But isn't it ironic that the same man he is hating on, isn't it ironic that the same man he is hating on is the same man, like he's doing the same
exact same thing.
Now,
because he said 8 years, you put her through something for 8 years, and he was dealing with this woman for 14. He married her. He was dealing with about 12 to 14. Yeah. And
first off, I didn't know he was married.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. That's.
And then I saw something that said he was married to a white woman, but it turns out it was a picture from the wedding.
Yeah, nobody knew who it was.
But it was a black woman. And neither here nor there. My personal beliefs is I don't want to know about your business. People on Facebook, I don't want to know how happy you are and in love with you are with your person. Not because I don't want you happy. I do. But you keep that same energy during the breakup. I'm sitting here coming in like trying to see, I think I was waiting for the wedding invite, and next thing you know, it just says single. What happened? Keep that same energy. So I'm saying to Derek Jaxn, keep that same energy.
Yeah, keep the same energy.
We live in
oh, you saw that?
I did see that.
Okay. I got a better version of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna share it with them so they can understand
so
what we're talking about.
You have a person that, like, here's the thing, and I stress this, something our father talk about on a regular basis, right? The idea of accountability within your community. There's nothing wrong with him holding people accountable, right? But we also have to live by the principles that we share with people, right? Not that we don't fall short. Of course we do. But fall short does not equate that statement is not defined as have a multiple year relationship with multiple people while you're telling people that they need to leave people.
Do not accept it. Go ahead and leave.
Yes. You're telling people to leave the relationship. You're making this such a oh my God. You're making this such a black and white situation that is so gray. Like, I'm not saying it's not wrong to cheat. It absolutely is wrong to cheat. But life is more nuanced than that. I'm not saying don't leave. I'm saying it's more nuanced than that. And you can't give a blanket answer like this person don't deserve you, women. Like, here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with females. As somebody who did not give a damn, once my ex-husband, I found out he cheated on me. After that point, I did not give a damn, and I did everything on earth to make myself as unattracted to somebody I was unattracted to. Right? So I went and put on the extra big fluffy socks. My hair got tied into that big loose messy bun, and side note, men don't care.
They don't care. Put a moo on, don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah,
they don't care. But still, like, I know in my head, I knew what I was doing. I did not want him anymore. I did not want to deal with him anymore. There are some people who don't have that kind of ideology, who just who think that once they got you, and they don't have to do the things that they did before to get you. And so it's nuanced. I'm not saying you deserve to be treated on, but what I am saying is there's the opportunity for you to examine what part you played in the situation. And what he's saying is you hold no fault, ladies. Leave his dumb ass. He did nothing wrong. And not all situations are like that. I'm not saying there aren't.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not every. Oh, fuck boys. Okay, the definition. I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry. Let's get you the definition of fuck boy.
Since you said the word, let's get the definition.
Zoom in.
Zoom in.
Control plus. Control plus.
Control plus. Thank you.
You're welcome. Teamwork. Oh no.
No.
You can't control plus over here.
That's what I thought I was doing.
We want to make sure you can see it. Keep going. We want to fill the screen. Let's fill the screen, sir. I want to make sure
I'm doing it more.
People can see it.
It's not doing it more. I got you.
All right.
Manualize it. Got to manually do it.
All right.
There we go. Now you can see it.
All right. Here you go. Definition of a fuckboy. Do whatever they want, whenever they want, and don't care who they screw over while doing it. They lead girls to believe that they are special and they really care about you. Then they turn into horny douchebags that do whatever they can to get laid, even just a pick in their what?
If they're in a relationship or not. Even if it's just a pick.
Oh.
If they're in a relationship or not.
All right. Well, fuckboys are shallow dickheads. Warning, don't fall for a fuckboy because they will screw you over. Once a fuckboy, always a fuckboy. Let's marinate over that. Now that's something to shout on. Okay. Now, do I believe
with the picture?
Yeah, I see the picture. Do I believe once a fuckboy, always a fuckboy? You know, zoom in. The picture's so petty. He's so petty. He's so petty.
If you look at the dictionary, in the Urban Dictionary,
did they put that up?
No, I put that up. That's me. That is me. That's all me.
Let me say this. Yeah.
That's all me.
He's running laps of it. He said he crossed the finish line. And he said,
I'm still running. I'm gonna still run. I still got energy.
I can't. Okay, so here's my thing. People could change. People can change. There's allowance to change. But because he's a panderer, he pushes that button that tries to say, woman, I know you're horrible, horribly hurt and horribly in pain and all this. You're going through all of this. And I'm going to make you feel like I'm going to give you that dopamine that makes you feel amazing about yourself. So that, which means that there's no actual allowance for growth, right?
No, we can't grow.
If I'm telling you you're right, you're this, they're wrong. There's not, like, I mean, I've been in a lot of relationships, audience, a lot of relationships, and in my relationships, I had to sit there, and if I didn't do the work and sit there and ask myself, what did I bring to this situation? How could Heidi. Okay, so I believe fuckboys never retire. They just find somebody who's
willing to put up with all of it.
They give them that good. They just have a good severance package.
Oh, okay.
They just have that good retirement.
They
don't retire. They don't ever stop being fuckboys.
What's severance package?
They just find, because in my mind there is. If I were to draw a picture of what fuckboys would look like, right? It would kind of look like Derek Jaxn. Like, I mean, the aesthetics, the characteristics of him. Very personable, good looking. He's a good looking brother. I'm not saying you could be white, black, blue, purple, whatever, but you're good looking. You keep your body up.
Yeah. So you
spend
want to
a lot of time in the gym.
You have to try as hard.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time in the gym. It isn't, you don't have to have money, and more times than not, fuckboys don't have money. Now he's a special one.
Yeah, he's a special case, and he got it from women from being a fuckboy on a larger scale.
So he's a fuckboy with no money that got.
Yes.
Oh, he is
on a larger scale. He made it. He capitalized off of being one.
He is the fuckboy.
Yeah, he's the
fuckboy goals.
Yeah. Okay. 2021. I'm sorry. 2021. Yeah. Hashtag. Fuckboy 2021.
So, like, these are the people. So when they get older, you think they still gonna be in shape. They still gonna be good looking for their age group. Cause they ain't this dude don't drink. He probably don't do anything that his body is his so fuckboys do tend to be narcissists.
Yeah, also narcissists.
They tend to be narcissists because you have to be, like, honestly, and to be fair, you have to be very into yourself to be that level of manipulation. Do that level of manipulation. You have to.
But the bad part about it is that it attracts women. Because of they're so into themselves, and
because people at the end of the day, people are looking for guidance, right?
Yeah.
People, so there are lost people who like I've walked into places and my ego is fucking huge, right? I just come from good stock. If I didn't come from the stock I came from, I'd be so bad. Because people, when I was in elementary school and stuff like that, people used to be like, "Oh, you're ugly." I'm like, "No, I'm not." Like, have you seen me? Like, no, but real. Let's look at it. I mean, like, let's be honest. I'm not.
That's when you start.
Like, yeah.
Look at you. Look at me. Let's go find a mirror. Let's go find a mirror.
I'm just like, let's be honest. Like, I mean, like, look at the skin. Look at the, I'm really. And so, if I didn't come from good stock, good family, good people, I think I'd be him too. I think I could definitely have been a Derek Jaxn. I could have definitely. You know how many people are attracted to that kind of arrogance?
Arrogance. Yeah.
There's power in that.
Yeah, being an asshole. You know.
Why are you calling me an asshole?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why are you calling me an asshole?
Yeah. Hold my hand. Come on. Let me help you out. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Come on, son.
Let me grasp you.
Let me grasp your hand.
He's doing arm crunches with her hand.
With her hand. She come up throwing gang signs and everything, which he let his hand go.
So, but I understand that, and I don't hate the person.
No, I don't.
I hate the pain that he's causing people, because there are people who walked away from a relationship like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!
Lot of people.
I could do this. I don't need. I got a crown.
I fix my crown and I'm dumping you, nigga." That's what happened. And now they looking at they try to, hey, big head. they back in the nigga DMs. They back. Hey, big head. How you been doing? Dudes. Hey, if that happened, dudes, DM Derek Jaxn. That's what you tell him. DM Derek Jaxn.
Here's the thing.
Fix your crown, kings.
Here's the thing about this. Okay. And this is gonna sound weird because I've shaded him down, right? All the time. But this is why people like Kevin Samuels they're like the polar opposite. Right? I don't agree with what he says a lot of the time. I don't agree with how he says what he says a lot of the time, but I do agree with what he says. If you live by fucked up rules, you play the fucked up game.
You play a bad game.
How you play. Derek Jaxn is an example of Kevin Samuels' statement. Think about it. Kevin Samuels talks about like Abba and Preach did. I love Abba and Preach. Abba and Preach did this video where he did a breakdown of all the videos Kevin Samuels did where he was
with the men,
the
men down. Yeah.
Oh
no, I tried to tell you that.
Yeah, but
he gives the same. No, but I tried to.
Receipts.
Yeah, but I couldn't find it. But I told you that he gives the same energy to men that he gives to women. If a man ain't about doing what they're supposed to be doing, because he has no. So the thing is, because the reason why is just like this is what women should do to other women. Though this is what I feel women should do to other women. you hold women accountable because it looks bad on you as being a woman. He holds men more accountable because it looks bad for men that are trying to actually be good men.
I just feel like he's also Kevin. Like I agree, Heidi. He's no better. However,
No.
I rather
The truth
I'd
is
rather
better
live in the
Yeah.
South
Yeah.
because I know where my black ass ain't wanted.
Yeah.
Than the North, where they say everybody's welcomed, and then I get put, like,
Then
and
you
then
get
racism
screwed up.
happens.
Yeah.
Right? I rather know the
The
devil I'm
avert-
dealing with.
yeah.
I rather know the honesty of the situation. And Kevin Samuels is honest.
Yeah.
Brutally
Brutally honest, and I think he should be on some type of meds though. I think it's a condition because he has no like he's anxiety. Kevin Samuels.
Oh.
And his patience is just
no, but I mean, I also agree
that's
with
part
him.
of it. No, I agree with it, but I'm talking
I
about the way
agree.
he responds to people.
But
I think
the one
it's
thing
from a
I
problem.
do say is I agree with him why
No.
he responds. But look, I ain't gotta
okay.
respond to you
Yeah.
the way you need. You like my message ain't for everybody.
And
What
that's
I
true.
say
Yeah.
ain't for
Yeah.
everybody. So that part I agree with 100%. Like just because I don't like the delivery of it, this is why I don't watch him. So I can't begrudge him because some people can get it, some people can take that heat and they okay with it. Like, but I wanted to stay on topic. Kevin Samuels says these things when it comes to men, and they talk about if you want to be a highly successful. Hold on, wait, don't put that on.
No.
Hold on.
High value.
High value.
High value.
If you want to be a high value person, this is what you need to be a high value woman and a high value man. High value man. If you're under a certain height, you need to be in amazing shape with money, right? What is Derek Jaxn? He's 5'6".
And he has a lot of money in amazing shape. Yeah.
Amazing shape.
Yeah. So he proved the
money.
point.
Yeah, he is.
He proves the point.
We can hate it all day long.
Yeah.
But boom. Like this person and Kevin Samuels, he's like, these people cheat. Why? Because they can.
Derek Jaxn proves the point. He didn't say any lies. I've been watching for a while, and I've heard antiquated ideas, but it's not lies.
Look at you using big words.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Antiquated. Yes. The word of the day.
Yes, antiquated.
Using it in a sentence.
let me pull it up on you. I got it queued. Now I'm fucking with y'all.
But in this case, I mean, Kevin Samuels said this, and he literally, in my mind, picked this person out of the lineup, and he fixed all. And
he fits all of it. He fits every single one of it.
Show the comment.
Yeah. Okay.
Heidi says that his wife's a fake ass Instagram model, and he broke up her relationship with the father of her baby, and that's what he's preaching. Is a high value woman. No, so I'm a Kevin Samuels.
He never said his wife was high value.
Boom.
He never said his wife was high value.
Boom.
He said he's trying to make high value women. That's what he's trying to do.
No, what he's trying to do is make people who are single. If you're trying not to be single anymore, you have to become a high value person, which means you need to be a certain size. If you're a certain age, you need to be a certain size smaller. If your net worth is such and such, that's of no value to a man because they don't care about the money aspect of things. But you need to not have no kids. It's antiquated.
A lot of it's antiquated because there's always exceptions to the rule.
I kind of feel like that's the rule. What he's spitting on.
Yeah, it's pretty much the rule. It's
unhealthy.
But okay, so this is the thing. You're saying it's unhealthy, but society.
Society says a lot of things that it's not right. We do a lot of stuff. Slavery was right at one time,
and I agree with you, and that's true. But what's the unhealthy part of it?
He says, because here's the thing. He's saying the solution. From being single. What?
He's not saying that's a solution.
But he's giving solutions.
He's telling you this
is if you're fat, but he's not really getting to the core of what matters in a healthy relationship. I'm not saying like he's trying to tell you how to get something.
And that's what I was about to say. He's trying to tell you how to
telling you how to get quality. Because none of the things he talks about are quality topics. He's talking about for women, he doesn't even mention money. He's talking about what size you are, how many children you are. You should have closed your legs. Like he's talking about those physical attributes as opposed to, hey, what kind of person are you? Do you value yourself? Do you walk with yourself? Do you spend time with? Do you enjoy your there are aspects of he keeps it at the top of level.
Yeah,
and he doesn't dive deep, and that's where I'm okay
But
if he was diving deep.
But it's his platform. So this is the thing, right? Women have, and he says this also, women has had the platform for 30 something years to where they can dive deep as they want to about men, but they never did it, right? And this is why you have a
I
Kevin
don't think
Samuels.
it's our place to do that. I don't.
Okay,
have a
then it's
problem
not his
with-
place to do it
No, no,
either.
I don't. I don't
Okay.
have a problem with Kevin Samuels. I'm not telling.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm
just
this is not
saying.
me arguing.
Okay,
Saying Kevin Samuels should do more.
okay, gotcha.
I'm
All right,
saying why
go
I
on.
don't watch him.
Okay, cool. All right, I got you. All right.
I
got
listen
you.
to him and I'm like, I peep the game. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think, let me say it like this. I don't think Kevin Samuel is as harmful as Derek Jaxn.
And that's what I was trying to say, and I agree with you. Because if you tell somebody everything's perfect with them, they never change. They never get a certain result. All they do is come back for that more of that crack. They come back for that crack and they buy books. And that's all it is. So they come back for the high.
Whereas Kevin Samuels at least tells you, like
you have work to do.
I used to do life coaching, right? I used to do life coaching with people, and people would ask me, what philosophy do I teach? And I'm like, look, my way of doing things is to get people in chaos through those moments of chaos, right? So I'm not, in me doing that, I'm not going to tell you, hey, what's necessarily the best thing to do in the long term, because in the long term you don't care. You don't care about the long term because right now you're trying to eat.
You're in a problem right now.
Yeah, you're in the problem. You're in the thick of it. So I feel like Kevin Samuel answers are for people in the thick of it. And in the thick of it is they're calling a show. They're feeling, he's trying to make you
jolt you out of a situation you have. Yeah, he's jolting you out of a situation that you're in. Like he's like when you shake somebody that's in a situation, like you need to wake your ass up, because he says a lot of times
it's an emergency.
Yeah, just emergency. If you 35 years old and you think you're gonna have 2 kids, because a lot of women want
that's not an emergency to me.
No, but
to me is you want somebody.
Yeah, you want somebody, but I'm speaking on a lot of women that come through there, and when he has certain things, danger zone, and that he has certain key phrases, and it represents something, and all is saying that if you want a result, you have to be part of the solution, and the solution is you have to know what men want from you.
Yes.
So and that's why I was trying to tell you, it's not just, so when I say society, right, men have never changed. Men have changed very little from back in the old days as far as what they want from women. They accept less, right? They accept more because y'all have power. Y'all have born with power from women. Y'all born with something that men want from y'all. So yes, they will accept more, but if you want
shifting my armor of God.
Yeah, shift that thing, girl, because God's not gonna protect you on the left side of your head. So you can want whatever you want, but is it probable that you get that if you're not doing the work to get it? And that's what okay.
She says,
I don't knock anybody for the way they make money. If their product is popular, it means there's a demand, but we need to be careful about the way we buy into someone's moneymaker. It isn't always wholesome.
Oh no! So Heidi, I always say this. I say this. I don't know will he ever agree with me or not. I personally believe there are healthy and unhealthy relationships. I think that on surface, Kevin Samuel's approach, I would put in an unhealthy relationship, because it doesn't delve deeper to say, okay, now look, because I agree. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, women, if your BMI is over this amount, you need to do something about it. Just in general, there's no reason I would say that. But what he's talking about is, what's the fancy word you use?
Antiquated.
Antiquated. Thank you. He has antiquated views that other people have as well. He's supporting the views that his viewers have as well, where he's like, well, if I'm messing with somebody and they're older, because I mean, look, the facts are the facts. And I mean, Heidi, I'm sorry. I hate to, you may be disappointing me when I say this. Facts are the facts. Yeah. The facts are the facts. Like, I look at me and I'm like, when I date somebody and I go like this, I'm like, all right, well, there is a hierarchy.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy.
I'm not going to sit here and say to you, like, dude, you ain't got no money. I do. You can't come in my space and be like, you need to be in the kitchen. No, you need to.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy for men and women, and that's all he does. He points out the hierarchy for women and says women have to have a hierarchy too. They don't, but they should have it.
Well, no, he talks about the hierarchy that men, the understood hierarchy. Well, there's an understood hierarchy, and it's not a lie.
It's not a lie. No,
it's unhealthy. It's not a lie though. Like if you're, like he says, if you're a man and you're under 5'9", you should be in great shape. because nobody's
Yeah.
gonna pay attention to you
Yeah.
because you're short. And I'm like, okay, as a general rule of thumb, that's true.
That's the truth.
However, like, it's up to you to sit there and say, like, be as arrogant as I am. Fuck you. I'm great.
Oh.
Like, if you don't, I don't want everybody to want me. I want somebody who finds value in me that I find value in to want me. I don't want everybody. But the people who are calling in,
that's the problem.
they want everybody.
No, they want somebody to find value. They want. And
But they want the masses.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Heidi. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna disappoint you though.
I'm about to take that off of there. Whatever.
Oh, thank you, Heidi.
Whatever. You feeding into her bullshit.
Show the picture.
You feeding in her bullshit. That's
and take us off screen. You show the next one. Take us off. Is that a video?
Mm-mm.
What does she look like? She looks like this. She looks like this. This is what she looks like. She looked like she's about to go clean her house. Okay? And the kids are acting up and the kids spitting up. So she needs something that washes clean. Like, that's what she looked like. And I feel like, and I'm watching this and I'm sitting here like, this is a travesty. She looks like a, what is it? One of those like we're about to admit her. We're watching somebody who mentally break. Because now she's starting to tell you about the different parts of God's armors. Like she's like, I think she's gonna start opening her Etsy where she's selling clothes. And she said, I call this the armor of God. Woman, you wasn't even wearing this the first time. Why are you calling this the armor of God? That's not it. What you're doing is you're letting this man dress you and make you look like a good damn fool. And I sat there and watched that woman wear this thing. This don't even fit. It don't even fit. She didn't even try. Why this man wear his nicely ironed clothes? Okay. And she sat there by herself because he was behind the camera. And make no mistake, he was there. Okay, he was there, and he's like, "You look good, baby. You look good." And she sat there and told the world that first off, she told him her business. The world didn't need to know your business. Her arm was shaking because she couldn't feel her arm, Heidi. Her arm was shaking because this man had her in a. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna find this story ain't over, and we're gonna find out that this woman made this woman made like we're gonna find out this man manipulated her. We're gonna find out this man verbally abused her. I don't think he put his hands on her. I think he verbally berated her, and to the point where she saw no value in herself. The things that he's telling y'all, this is the part that I want to stress. The things that he's telling these people on these videos is exactly the things that he did to this woman. And I empathize with her. And so it's hard for me to make fun of her, but I did. I did. Because I would make fun of me.
No, I agree with that, Heidi. I agree with that, Heidi. Yeah.
Heidi says, but don't you feel at this point that she may have been approached on a business level to participate for 50%? I don't think she got 50%, but I think, yeah, but she's heavily in the church. She's heavily in the church. But let me touch on the fact that I'm willing to talk about her and make fun of her. Okay. We got to get coming back, Derek, which is medium start. We got to get to the point where not only do we
okay, go ahead on Frederick Douglass.
That's what she should have done. Okay, she should have took a twist out and she should have been like, I'm not gonna let you do me like this, sir. And she should have took her little twist out and she should be like, oh, shake. All right, and go. Okay. Instead of her saying, let me get this good bonnet. She should have took a twist out and handled it. So my thing is this when it comes to him, when it comes to Derek Jaxn, he's been pandering to these people, but he's been saying this whole entire time when he's like, because when he said stuff and I heard his stuff, because I used to listen to him just because I hated him and I just like making fun of him, and I would listen to him and he say things. I'm like, pimping ain't lying. Like when I used to listen to Kevin Samuels, I didn't say he was lying. I never once said he lied. I just said I didn't like what he was saying. This dude, he wasn't lying. He was saying some stuff like his reasoning was solid, and then he took them off the rails. Him saying that these people don't value you if they're cheating on you isn't a bad thing to say, right? But then also, it's like, do you value yourself? There are other questions that should be asked. Betty says, as a Black woman, she knew coming on there. Girl, did she catch? She caught all the heat, Betty. She was like, pow, 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 ow, ow, ow.
Where you at? You supposed to be my shield. You supposed to be my hubby. You supposed to be my king. Where you at?
When she talked about the shield.
Go ahead. Get her. Get her.
When he was talking about the shield, when she was talking about the armor of God, when she was talking about all of that armor, she was the armor for him.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. He was hiding behind her ass.
Because when the memes, the memes that came out was killing it. Oh, they had all of it for her. And I felt bad in that moment because it was like, I don't think she is Heidi. I would say she was 50% on this if we saw her before this. We never saw her. She was always behind the scene, taking care of the kids. That means she has absolutely no savvy when it comes to this stuff.
No, yeah. She wasn't the brand. She's not the brand.
She don't know what she's doing. She's just listening. She did that to prove his point that he didn't marry the right body.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know. Is that
that's
deep?
why you say it's a business arrangement?
I don't know. Is that deep?
This woman is.
She's in the church, and the church she goes to is the church. 2 years ago, there was a clip that came out on YouTube, to where the man was, the pastor was on there, was talking about, "I'm getting out the." Was it the pussy demons or the?
Yeah. You talking about?
I'm getting
not sucking dick.
It
was
I don't remember. I wish I had it queued up because I have the clip, but I didn't queue it up. But I'll put it on.
It's like this guy is this preacher in Africa who used to do this stuff. Now he's in the States apparently, right? And Derek Jaxn works with him.
He goes to church. Yeah.
Now he's trying to come mainstream. I put Betty's thing on it. I really believe this happened. Like, think about it like this. I didn't do. I I didn't do social media for a long time. Then I started doing social media. Then I started learning what likes make, what people respond to, whether I'm wearing, like, if I'm not wearing something cute, that something that shows cleavage, something that shows, if my makeup's not done, my hair's not done, that kind of stuff. If I become aware of what society wants from me, right? This woman had none of that knowledge. But he did.
But he did, and he used that.
And
He
used
he
that
the
to
one.
his advantage.
He knew that, and he was like, okay. He pushed theirs in front of the bullets.
And I think he did that on purpose. He was doing that to be strategic, and she was not a part of that. She was not a part of that. And I think that they've been together for 14 years. Let me say this. I know a lot of gold diggers. Men and women. I know a lot of gold diggers. What I know about gold diggers are their ability to stay in for the long haul until the big payout, right? They got patience, right? She is not a gold digger. She is somebody who it used to be a saying. I don't remember the saying, but I remember men saying this, right? You want like a lady in the streets, a girl, you want a hoe in the street, but as separate, right? You want a woman that does all the nasty stuff, but you want your wife to be the old Susie homemaker. That's what she looks like. She looked like a sturdy woman to birth his babies, okay? And that's what it was. And I feel sorry for her from that standpoint. That being said, she's a grown woman.
So I got another take on that.
What?
I've seen pictures when he playing football and her hugged up on him and how she looked at him. No, I think she was genuinely in love with him. You remember that story?
She's in love with him.
No, you remember that story you told me about the female that was in love with this guy and he finally had sex with her, and that story? That's what I think it was. And she got pregnant for him, so he had to do part of his image. He had to marry her in order to fulfill his image. To not have a baby mom out here that could come back.
She loved him. I think he knew what he was doing when he got her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Let me be clear. And this is something, again, I'm sharing with y'all. It's not necessarily gonna look positive on me. There have been relationships that I've been in where I made the conscious decision to be with somebody that loved me more than I loved them, and I knew what I was doing. I knew, because when I walked away, I wanted to walk away.
You didn't want that emotional ties.
No.
Yeah.
I just wanted somebody who could be the stability that I needed them to be
at that time.
At the time I needed them to be. Now, is it right? Fuck, maybe.
What?
I mean, like, if you look at the weight of it, like, is it right in the world standard of things? Maybe. Like, I started to say fuck no, but then in reality, I didn't treat this person horribly. I didn't put my hands on them. I didn't do anything. I just didn't love them like they loved me. And if that wasn't a requirement, then no harm, no foul. He found somebody who loved him way more, that would do what he said.
Okay.
And that he didn't have to worry about the fallout of whatever he did. But what ended up happening is she left. And he was like, oh shit, she got a little backbone.
Oh, wow. But
then he came back. And all you got to do, like, here's the thing. If you're going through a situation, and I give this advice. I also preface everything I give in advice is I am divorced. If you would like to be divorced, listen to her. But I think this is a good answer and a good response. Okay. But again, I am divorced.
Oh, at least you're prefacing it.
Because what you're not gonna do is get me to put some money up on your divorce lawyer.
You owe me.
Nope. So when it comes to that, so here's the thing. I tell women who have been cheated on, I tell them the same thing. I say, look, if you're going to make a drastic move like leaving, you need to make him feel everything. He needs to work for this like it is the last supper of me. And he will lose you if he can't get this stuff together and the whole nine. If you're gonna come back and you make it, and it's just as simple as him, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. Then there's no motivation for him to change.
Yeah, the power dynamics has been lost.
Yeah, you lost all your power with that. So, the fact that more information is coming out. And more information is coming out about, because I was talking to my friend, like, this is like topic.
Yeah,
this is dinner topic conversation.
across racial barriers too. It's not just in the black community no
Oh,
more.
we are all
White
talking-
people talking about it now. So
Like,
yeah.
thank you for breaking together racial divides,
Hey,
Derek Jackson.
if,
Thank you. You're bridging the gap because we all think you are foolishness, and we think what that chick hat on is fuckery. Okay, all the epic proportions. So I'm sitting here with this fatigue outfit on. It's killing me.
nope, the armor of God.
The armor of
The
God.
armor of
I'm
God.
so sorry. I'm so like she should come out with a clothing line.
Yes, right now she could.
Right now's the time,
yes,
girl.
you better
That's
you better
how I
hit
know.
it. Yeah,
She
you better hit it.
This
She
ain't
ain't
her.
about it. Yeah, she
This
ain't
ain't
about
her.
it.
This
Yeah.
him. Because if this was her, she'd start releasing the armor of God outfits
Oh God.
for people who love Jesus just a little bit more.
Yeah, she gained about 50,000 followers, 60,000
Oh
followers.
yeah, they're killing
so
her.
she could. Yeah,
Nobody knew she went from no notoriety to
yeah,
now.
she got it.
So I forgot what I was gonna say.
You're talking about somebody talking about Derek Jackson.
Oh yes, and so she said, "We're gonna find out that he got somebody pregnant." Then he got somebody.
Yeah, he got
pregnant.
somebody pregnant.
And then it was like this whole thing. The more and more stuff is unfolding, the more it's gonna be. And it's like what I don't understand. This is, and I don't like using the N word. No, not that one. I use it all the
okay.
time. Narcissist.
Oh, narcissist. Okay, I want to say what? What? What?
I mean, clearly we know that's a lie. Like I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm in A. Okay, I'm in NA. But I don't like using the narcissist word often.
Yeah, because anybody could be. You could label anybody as that because people they're supposed to care about themselves. Like to what degree can you?
Yeah, there's a certain level of narcissism that is healthy versus whatever. But him. I think his level of narcissism is amazing. Even hearing the conversations,
but it's enabled by women, though.
Yeah,
it's enabled.
Yeah. But again, well, I don't want to bring Kevin Samuels into this because, like I said, he gets no smoke.
Yeah, take it out. Yeah,
he gets no smoke because in this part, like he's.
And he went after Kevin Samuels prior to this shit coming out, knowing what he knew. Yes, knowing what he knew. He said Kevin Samuels don't like women, and you're gonna take advice from somebody that don't like women, and then Then this came out probably 3 weeks later, and it's like, wow, like you should, knowing what you know about yourself, you should shut the hell up. You shouldn't have said nothing. Like, okay,
but that's the hypocrisy
of
the situation.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and I'm gonna do something Derek Jackson does. He never does. I'm gonna put the accountability on the viewers. He did. The last video he did, and I wish I had it. That don't count.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's scrambling. So okay,
maybe
he's scrambling. Okay. Yeah.
It'd be different if he was trying. Like
but he was talking about himself. He was talking about himself. And he put it on them. That's narcissistic behavior. I've ever seen it. It's like the problem is that you women put me on a pedestal. I never asked to be put on a pedestal. But you allowed it to happen.
You did it.
You allowed it to happen.
No, not
he accepted it. No, he accepted it. Yeah, and he accepted it.
No, not accepted. Accepted it meant like I came and I brought a cake, and you're like, "Oh, thank you for the cake." No, you called me, asked me for a cake, and I brought the cake to you.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. You put yourself out there like that. Yeah, and then he sold
himself to be something that he wasn't.
Yeah, true.
When we talk about what we do, I don't sit here and tell you, hey, this is what you should do. I sit here and say, this is my experience. I also say, look, I'm not perfect. I will also, whatever. Right is right, wrong is wrong. What he's saying in context is correct. But you need to use that context in the right way. He's just saying these things to rile people up and make people feel like they're just a victim.
Yeah,
victim
mentality. That's what it is. He's placating a victim mentality. People that already have victim mentality, and people that don't want accountability. If you know about it, a lot of people in church, and I'm not saying all ladies in church stay out my DM, but a lot of people in church are in church because they don't want to have accountability of their actions. It gives them this whole "the devil made me do it" type thing. Not all. Not all.
The breastplate of the Lord.
Yeah, well, she is the breast. So it's not about you. So I'm dressed like Derek Jackson. So I'm gonna say this shit anyway. But that's what he placates to, right? People that don't want to take accountability for their own actions and just wants to have the easy answer. And that's what you get when you get an easy answer and you don't put yourself into that situation as a part of the equation, right? You're gonna get people like this, because people like this are gonna tell you it's okay. They're gonna tell you everything's all right, and this other person a problem, and you're going to get let down more than anything, because you're going to keep going through life thinking that the other person's a problem until you get to a point in life there where you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have enough people that you're going like, oh, damn, this person has the same problem.
I was watching, not with all due offense, he's stupid too.
Mm.
I was watching, he had smoke for him.
Mm.
I was watching another guy, I can't think of his name, Schumer.
Yeah, Schumer King.
Schumer King.
Yeah,
Yes.
Schumer King.
I was watching Schumer King, and he was like, he didn't come for that man like hard. He was just talking about the idea that these people who were watching him and they put him on a pedestal, and it was like, he's like, I don't listen to nobody. Like, I figure out in my mind for myself what is right, what's wrong. If you're to the point where you're blindly following somebody, that means you're a sheep. And sheep has a sheep herder.
Yeah, and they get sent to slaughter.
They get sent to slaughter.
They get led to slaughter. So
they do. And you got to start thinking more with a discerning mind. And he wants to be. I also am a curmudgeon. I've always said this to y'all. I do not follow people. I ask questions. I question things. And I always say that the person who I want to deal with is the person who can answer my questions, who can take my questions, and who don't deflect from them. There's no reason for you to be offended by what I ask you if what I'm asking you is coming from a clean and clear place. Even if it ain't really. Like, people ask me shit all the time. People come at me crazy all the time and be like, oh, I answer the question. It is what it is. Because I'm an adult. Like, this man is an adult, and he had brought his woman on there to take the full hit. Like in old Southern terms, this dude, like, the equivalent, this is what this dude did. The equivalent is this dude let this woman walk on the outside towards the street.
Yeah.
He let her open the door for herself, and then open the door for him.
On outside. Yeah, come open the door for me, baby.
Yeah. He's making her take all the L's in life while he's sitting here.
Feeling
Have you
good.
heard from him since?
No, he deleted the last video where he was
he was analyzing.
He was analyzing himself and tried to push it off on the women. He deleted that video because somebody must have. So somebody's telling him, "Hey, bro, that's not a good look." He don't even recognize it. He don't even recognize it when he make these videos, because the very first video he did where he lied about it, he said, "Well, this is when I wasn't right with the Lord and I didn't know the Lord, and I slipped up, and then it came out. Another woman came out. Then you're like, oops." Gotta delete. So, and he act like he never made the video. When the next video, when it was both of them, he act like he never made that video. I'm living, because God, this, that, the other. No, you was just lying. You was God, and you was just lying.
So, I don't know if he's desperate, Heidi. I don't know. He hasn't felt it yet. I feel like he thinks he's doing great.
Yeah, I'm still,
because we're still talking about
winning.
the woman and her outfit.
Look, training day. I'm still winning.
Yeah,
I'm still winning. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
That's exactly
I'm still winning. That's what we think. I'm still winning.
There's this part in Training Day where
at the end, Denzel Washington
character is like about to die. He's about to die, and he
got shot in the ass. He'd have been shot in the ass. He don't have $1 million. He got to give the Russian mafia, and if he don't have the money by midnight, they're gonna light his ass up. And he's talking about, I'm still winning.
He lit up a cigarette. I'm still doing great.
I'm still winning.
Motherfucker shot me in my ass.
Shot me. I didn't think you have it in you, boy. Oh, shit.
And he's still winning. That's what he is. Like, a narcissist does not understand what's actually happening in the world. Actually happen. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this to be clear. There's a bunch of narcissists that exist in the world. I think Chris Brown is a narcissist. If he keeps going, he's going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Because he's a narcissist. Self-awareness is what kills people. He's going to keep thinking he's great, so he's going to keep selling his stuff. Like, this dude just cheated, and he's like, if you want to, or going through this.
50% off. I mean, it's 50% off. This is how me and my wife got through it. Y'all not through it yet, nigga. Y'all not through it yet. Y'all going through it right now. How the hell you gonna talk about this? How we healed ourselves? You not healed. Look at that woman. Look at the armor of God. Look at the armor of God. Look at she had the damn. Look what she had on. Looking crazy. Come on, this is how we got through it.
I want to tell you something that's way more nefarious than that.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about the nefariousness. I'm using a big word.
Let's go.
Nefariousness. The fuckery that just happened. This dude told you, the audience, that you can buy a book that him and his wife used to save their marriage, Who wrote the book? Who's the leading expert on the situation? So
The person that just lied to y'all.
cheated and lied to you. You want to read that book and figure out how to save your marriage. You want to like. That's like me.
I just found out how you can make money.
That's like, well, you know what? On some level, I know. Look, the CIA hires hackers. To protect against future hackers.
So I know how you're gonna make money. I know his next move.
Go ahead.
He's gonna put a book out. This all the ways that men cheat, that do whatever. He's gonna give answers to how men cheat and whatever. This is what I went through, and this is how I was able to get away with this all this time. But
here's my question. So
Fuckboy Handbook.
Okay.
Hey, when you come out with I need my cut because I made the name.
But so what? Like, and I'm saying this to the people, the women, because he panders to women.
And that's who's gonna buy it.
The women who are going through stuff and suffering and these kind of things. I wanna save you all the money because I ain't wrote no book. I'm just lazy. I ain't gonna ever do it. I want to be very clear. I'm gonna save you all of like the $19.99 and he probably charged for that book. I'm gonna save you the money. One, if he's cheating, what are you gonna do about it? If the answer is leave, could you come back? What are the reasons why you come back? And if the reason why you will come back is anything less than y'all spent at least 6 months apart from each other, at least 6 months apart. Me personally, I don't feel like, as a rule, I don't feel like cheating is a reason to leave. As a rule. But for me, sex with other people ain't that big a deal. So, like, it's just not. I had an ex-husband and I was like, wait, what are you going to do? I'd rather know what you're going to do and figure this out. Like, to me, if you stole my money, it's over. I guess saving a marriage is defined differently by different people. I guess so. If you said, like, for me, there has to be deal breakers. For me, sleeping with somebody else isn't a deal breaker. It's just not for me. But if it is for you, that's great.
Yeah, you have to define your own terms.
Feel it. Because if you're saying it's as important, like, to me, like I just told you, you take my money, it's fucking over. You can't come back and say, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby,
Nope.
please, baby, please, put the thing over your head.
Nope.
You can't do that. It's over for me. So unless you feel that same way about cheating,
Dr. Foster, that dude, that would have been it for you.
Oh, all day.
Yeah, that was Dr. Foster. Yeah.
Y'all should watch Dr. Foster. Yeah. I don't even want to fuck up the
premise.
No,
just watch.
Foster.
Look up Dr. Foster.
Netflix.
Dr. Foster.
It's just 5 episodes.
Yeah.
5 great episodes.
The first season is great.
It.
Second season is
but the first season is worth it.
Very
worth it. But yeah, I want to work. So you have to decide what you're willing to die on. I will kill this relationship if you take my money.
Yeah.
I will kill this relationship if you touch my children. I will, you know what I mean? Like there are things you're willing to die on. And then there are things that you're kind of willing to step out on, like the gray areas, maybe, blah, blah. Like if this dude has sex with other people, he don't use a condom and you got an STD.
Yeah. You got,
I can see that being a deal breaker. For me, that'd be a deal breaker because I know, like, we talked about this and da. So that's a deal breaker for me, right? If you're stepping out other people and I don't know about it, kinda, but not really, because it's not that big a deal for me. I'm just giving you examples just to figure out, so you can figure out for yourself what yours
beforehand, before you get in the thick of the relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to start asking yourself these questions. You sitting here waiting and doing all, like, I was talking to a couple and they were talking about their relationship and how they were trying polyamory out. And you know, I'm wildly curious about how people live their lives, so I'm like asking questions, and so they had no plan.
Yeah, how it was going to look or anything. They didn't think it out. Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm messy. I like to know questions. I will ask. If there's an elephant in the room, I'm like, look at that elephant. Look at it. It's looking right at y'all. That's me. I love it. So I'm like, hey, let me ask y'all a question. What if y'all get another relationship, y'all have other partners, and then y'all fall in love with those other partner? Will you be okay with that? And she was like, no. I'm like, but isn't that important to talk about now? Because if time and proximity.
Yeah. Emotions. Emotions build from time and being close to somebody. Yeah.
Yes. So it's a natural form of things. Like, I like to tell you, like, as me who's been monogamous, like a long ass time. I'd like to tell y'all that I'm not capable of cheating, but that's not true. I'm absolutely capable of cheating. Given these certain
parameters.
Yeah. Given that definitely can happen. So it's not about vilifying somebody. It's about identifying your partner and talking to your partner, and stop seeing your partner as the enemy, but also seeing your partner as human, right? And vice versa. Because men, y'all have a huge problem with that. I can't see no other dick in my woman. Oh, but you have no problem putting your dick in other women.
Future, shout out to Future Hendrix.
This baby is his.
Shout out to Future.
So, like, y'all, it takes checking yourselves and like really having these conversations and saying, what are deal breakers? What is this? What are that? And because people are getting out of relationships, and they are unable to realize that this wasn't a deal breaker. I mean, they treated it like a deal breaker, then they came back on it, so it wasn't a deal breaker.
And to be honest with that too, if you put something up front and you already stated up front, it takes the power of the sting out of it when something happens. It's like, okay, we've talked about all this other stuff, so it won't be just an emotional thing when something does happen. You're not reacting versus we've already talked about it, and we've already stated what's going to happen if this happens, and allow for change.
Maybe
because
in the beginning
people
it was a deal breaker.
People change.
Well, maybe for some people it was a deal breaker to cheat. Oh, if he cheated, it's a deal breaker. Allow for change. What if he did cheat? If he did step out, but you played a part in that? What if, like, because sex matters. It does matter. Y'all should know I'm tired. Like, who's talking? We talked about this. John Edwards. I think it was John Edwards' wife. He had cancer, and people were mad because he had a whole baby mama. People were super mad about him having a whole baby mama. Now, the hypocrisy of him acting like none of this existed was the whole thing. But outside of that, do I begrudge him getting a little bit while his wife has cancer and is going through chemo?
She couldn't fulfill her wifely duties. So
I hate those terms.
But that's what people think of it as.
Stupid.
Yeah, but they think of it
if you're
as
not getting none, you got to.
If a man ain't able to get his stuff up, he's not able to fulfill his husbandly duties.
And you should step out too.
And you should be able to okay, baby, I know. Okay.
I mean, not step out. Have that if you have that conversation. And y'all really have that. God damn, seriously. If I'm going through chemo and I don't want you touching me because I'm in pain and stuff like that, and you're standing by me and standing with me and going through the whole thing with me, get you a little song. Go call a girl. Go ahead, go get that's just my mentality. I don't understand people who would be like, oh, I want you to sacrifice and go through all the hell with me. What? You are a selfish bitch.
And so for the man side, it's like, okay, I can't get it up, but the dentist saved my mouth, okay, so.
Heidi. I personally believe that Heidi says I personally believe that if you don't want to cheat, you need to practice prevention. Don't put yourself into situations where you're exposed to cheating possibilities. This is the only way to eliminate the vulnerability. If a couple isn't on board with this decision together, the couple should be willing to accept the risk. Boom. I mean, my main point in saying all of this is not to give people ideas about to cheat or not to cheat. My main point is saying communicate with your partner. To cheat.
That is the question.
To hoe or not to hoe. I'm saying have the conversation with your partner.
Hendrix.
Like if Future came to these girls ahead of time and said, hey, y'all, I ain't shit. Now I don't use a condom. And they stayed, I'm not going to feel sorry for those
I don't
girls.
feel sorry for me either because Future Hendrix. He's not a private person. It's
well,
all
first
out.
off, it's all innocent.
It's
but I'm
all
just saying,
out
but I'm
there.
saying like my main thing is I'm not saying I'm trying to get in a relationship with somebody where Nicole is saying it's okay to cheat. I'm not saying that at all. You're going to get your feelings hurt. I'm saying that I'd rather have a respectable relationship with somebody where we are saying the things that aren't the popular things to say. Baby, you shouldn't be wearing that. You are gaining a little weight.
And he feels free to say these things. That's the problem. A lot of times in a relationship is that a man is not free to say and express himself truthfully to a woman without having some kind of backlash.
Or vice versa, though. Because men do the same thing.
Yeah,
Let you start talking about your penis ain't nothing less than liquid gold. They start acting real bitter about that shit.
But she has to say that though, and
I mean, but some people do.
I've never.
My sister's killed
Okay,
people.
I've never
Okay,
heard
I
this
done seen
before,
her
so
tell people down.
I can't speak to
Oh,
that.
she's the worst.
I can't
Oh,
speak to
she's
that.
the worst. I've seen it. Like if you were
Mm.
from New Orleans, y'all mouths are fire. All right, I can't speak to nobody else, but I know for a fact. Don't mess with me. I will kill your feelings on a bad day. I will kill. Like I try to be better than that, but I will kill your feelings. Don't push me in a corner now. And then I get mad. And then you're gonna be like, "Well, that wasn't called for. Fuck that."
What you had to do that for, huh? Why you had to go there?
So, like I'm advocating for people to start having those hard conversations with each other and stop being little bitches and trying
deep
to hide,
conversations. Yeah,
trying to hide who you are. It's unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair to you. And it's unfair to your partner. You know, people have been, like the worst thing I found out when I was married was that I'm like now I didn't know this motherfucker at all, Like, and that's neither here nor there because I'm divorced. But
yeah, you sound like you got a little bit of.
Well, that's because I just found out something.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was about to say it sounded like you had some stank on there. Oh shit. Okay.
I'll tell you after this. This is over. The bullshit. Nigga. Sorry, I see NA again. I'm back to day one. I was doing so well. Oh shit. I was doing so well.
Give me your chip back.
I was at least a week. No, back to god damn it. No. I think we can live in a world where we are seeing each other not as equals, but as people with equitable needs.
Yeah. We need each other in order to get through life. That's what we needed to be at.
Equals implies that if you sleep with somebody, then I can sleep with somebody too, which may be fine. But what if you don't want to sleep with somebody? What if that's not your thing? What if your thing is something else? Right? So I'm saying like equitable, right? We have our own needs, our own whatever.
And there's a difference between women and men because when you apply equal, you apply there's no difference. You know.
Yeah. And I think that is the part that people tend to bastardize. Oh, when they talk about women want equal rights. No, we want equitable situations. We want situations that say, hey, I deserve, if I'm doing this job, I should not get less than you because I'm doing the same job. But if I'm doing, but I want the opportunity to do stuff, right?
So are those equal women going to give up some of their rights that they have?
But I think that's okay. So I'm not saying equal. I'm saying equitable.
Okay. No, I'm speaking to the other folks. I'm not trying to
walk outside and go pee anywhere and be okay with it.
I'm speaking to the other folks though.
Right? Conversely, you may not want people to hold the door open for you. You know what I mean? Like that might not be your jam, and that's fine. So, like figuring out what people's needs are and respecting their needs. You ain't gotta agree
case per case basis. You have to stop doing this whole
blanket thing.
Yeah, to where we support this because they blanket want to do this, and everybody wants different stuff, and they should be okay with doing that. If you want to be a housewife, that's cool. If you don't want to be a housewife, that's still cool.
All of that's cool.
So
and there was a time where I used to feel like it wasn't cool to be a housewife because of the stigma behind it. And then I realized how arrogant is it of me to say that my way is the right way to do things.
A lot of people do that.
But it takes you to check yourself. So start checking yourself. Derek, check yourself. You and your Napoleon ass complex because you're 5'6". You need to check yourself and realize that people right now, if you really want to bounce back from this, you have to have an honest conversation of what you did that was wrong. Not this bullshit where you're like, oh, I really feel like he mean it. And his wife don't look like she was forced to do this.
She looks like she's genuinely like she has her own mind. She looks like she has her own mind and she wouldn't put up with the shit that he put you through.
Like this
but that's just her. That's just she just act like this because she don't have a personality. You seen the pictures? She wears pantsuits all the time. I don't like pantsuits looking like the Temptations. I don't like that.
What the fuck is she wearing?
That's church. That's the church thing. I don't think they could wear like women can't wear
you can't wear pants. You ain't supposed to be wearing pants in the church. So what this is like here's the thing, y'all. If y'all not heavily in the church, Southern Baptist, Pentecostal, you can't wear pants. Here's the thing. She wore a pantsuit And she picked that guy awful outfit on purpose. Like it'd be different if she's like, "Oh, I can't wear like Pentecostal wear long skirts," but even
that's
their
true.
long
Yeah,
skirts are
yeah,
like
yeah.
nice, right? Betty, you're right. Everything doesn't work for everybody, and people keep trying to make that what is it, the Cinderella thing, that shoe fit,
everything they try to make the shoe fit everybody,
and it's a lie. Like that, but
that's why Derek Jaxn was whatever, because it was a lie. He made shoe fit everybody, and everybody was a queen. And ladies, I'm sorry,
some of y'all like queens.
Ladies,
Some of y'all like queens.
I'm sorry, ladies. Everybody not a queen.
And let me tell you, queen. I don't personally like when people call me queens because I didn't grow up that way, and I'm gonna be mad because I grew up poor. What the fuck was my hair? Where were the people serving?
Where's your scepter?
Like were we going through a famine during my turn?
Yeah, because you was queen. We went through a famine. Damn it, it was your fault. It was your fault, queen.
I believe
the queen of famine.
We need to live in the reality that we've been given and understand and appreciate that the fact that you survived what you've been through makes you makes that better than anything else.
Yeah. Anything that you could give yourself that is not warranted.
And pat yourself on the back. You made it. The older we get, keep in mind, there's an unspoken discussion that's happening in the world, internally in people's head, that talk about the life cycle. Nobody talks about this, but the life cycle, like how close we are to death. What's the purpose of our life? Where are we going? What happens after we die? What's the point? Will there be an afterlife? Am I living my life for this afterlife, or am I living my life doing the best that I possibly can, or am I sacrificing? Like, people are having this internal dialogue. Maybe not those topics, but they are having that dialogue, and we're having this dialogue, understanding life is short, and look, what are we doing with it? What are we doing? Can you die today and say what you've been doing?
It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Yeah. That's my thing. Everybody has to look at their life.
Close my eyes in peace.
Yeah.
I've lived fulfilled. I'm not saying that I'm ready to go, because I'm absolutely not ready to go.
Let's not even say die. Let's say if you become incapacitated.
I can do that. I'm telling you, I'm off of my.
You gonna do what the mama did on Dr. Foster?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking myself up. I'm dead. I'm not gonna. To me, that's the same thing.
Yeah, no, it's bad to me too. I feel the same way.
When your world is over, I mean, so when
no quality of life. Yeah.
When the time goes to zero, have you done everything you possibly can do? And that's what matters, right? Have you looked on your life and been proud of your life? Have you looked on the things you've done and been proud of the things you've done? Those things matter to me, and that is the conversations we should be having, not sitting here making stuff outward, putting an outward review on what did he do to you? Yeah. What did you do to yourself?
Yeah, look at yourself first.
Even in the situation I'm gonna tell you after this show. Sorry, people, y'all can't hear the story. Even the situation.
I wish we had a Patreon or something like that or whatever.
I still would tell y'all this story because not everything everybody needs to know. Everybody, because I'm a personal person. I am very private. I share things I don't give a shit about. I'm a very private person. But even in that situation I'm gonna tell you about, the thing I was maddest about it was I allowed this situation to happen. That's it. All those feelings I was feeling, all the anger, and best believe I had anger when I found this out, right? I had to sit there and unpack why the anger was. And I didn't unpack it by myself. It takes a community. I was talking to my friend, and my friend was like, "What are you really mad at?" I'm like, "Bitch, I ain't paid for Dr. Phil." They
call you on the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't paid for Dr. Phil shit.
I want you to join me. I want you to support me in this bullshit.
Hate him too. Right?
Yes, hate him along with him.
But she said that question, and I started asking myself that question, and the answer was, I put myself in this situation. I chose him. I said I do. I said yes. I continue to stay. I continue to do these things. Stop seeing yourself a victim and start seeing yourself more as the person who initiates and accepts the life that you decide for yourself. And you decided that person. And at any point, you can undecide that person. So as mad as I am for picking him, as happy as I am that he ain't in my life anymore. And I made that decision too, and I can walk away with that power.
We all have power to change our own destiny, and we all have power to choose who we want to choose. And I think that's the problem. speaking of that, so yeah, when I do my thing to fill this void that Derek Jaxn has left, you know.
I almost choked up. His mouth.
Damn, I should have waited. She started drinking. When I'm gonna do something, right? And it's experiment because there's a void here, right? But it speaks to what you're talking about, right? Accountability of self, and that's what he didn't do. So in a nicer way, then it's a middle ground between the two people we're talking about, the two people which come. So I'm gonna do experiment for a couple weeks, right?
Mhm.
If I get enough people to to call in and do whatever, then I'm gonna see how that works. Because telling people the absolute truth in a different kind of way,
You gonna go beyond submissive? You should
I
do that.
probably should do that. There.
I mean,
yeah.
that's where fucking
Yeah,
lives.
that's where it lives at. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to see, can I do that?
And I want to
Yeah.
do something too.
Go ahead.
I'm starting a clothing line.
Hey, come on.
I'm starting a clothing line for frumpy people.
Mhm.
No, let me tell you. Okay, so that was petty.
Mhm.
Let me tell you. I will say, like, with this whole thing that happened while you were doing your victory lap,
Okay.
I will say this. The message for me, as my takeaway from all of this situation, I know I should be talking about the cheating and all this stuff. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. My message was, Nicole, you used to believe, I used to believe this. Your beauty isn't based on like how your hair looks or whether or not you wearing the cutest this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. That it should be seen from the inside. And then I saw her and I said, wait.
You see, and that's the good thing about it, right?
Everything that shook my
that's the good thing.
soul.
When you're able, that's when you know, like, you're not rooted in delusion, right? When you can challenge your views based on something else and you can come back and rethink about it, we know that you're more, you're more grounded.
That shook me up.
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt when I saw her wearing that outfit. The very first thing I couldn't even hear what he said.
The armor of God.
No, this is the first one.
Oh, the first one.
Armor
Okay,
came on.
Yeah.
This is the first one. When I saw that, the very first thing I thought was, "Oh my God, what just happened?" I couldn't even listen to his words. So I was like, "Oh," and then I was like, "Nicole, you can't be looking like garbage anymore. Like you've been looking like you need to see how my hair is out. How I pull my hair out and whatever. I ain't got twisted. I loves me a good protective style. I do. Lord knows I do. But you can't look if you want people to see value in you. You have to start treating yourself with value. And you start seeing value in yourself, which means there's an external component. And so while I'm sitting here talking about the Derek Jaxns or the Kevin Samuels, not putting them together, of the world, I need to also realize there's a reason why they exist.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
And I have to see the intrinsic work that we need to do on ourselves. There's also extrinsic work that we need to do on ourselves, like your BMI. Like, what do you look like? Do you like the way you know what I mean? Like,
and stop faking it, because a lot of people, just like when I showed you the video, right? A lot of people look at other people. They try to, tell them certain things. They validate themselves. Oh, they don't look at the negative stuff. Girl, you might need to lose weight. They go to the stuff like, girl, you got confidence. Girl, look at you. You out here. Oh, you wearing that. You got confidence. You got rolls and you wearing something super tight. Yeah, I got tagged in some bullshit
before this started, and he was upset.
I got tagged in some bullshit.
But we have to start doing that work for ourselves. And I have to thank you, Miss Jaxn. I don't know if that's your real name. Thank you, Miss Jaxn. Because you made me realize I need to change my outfits. People ain't gonna drag me like they're dragging you. Like y'all ain't gonna get me. I can't have that life. Like that smoke was hurtful.
Yes, it was very.
It was the equivalent of somebody putting a picture up on Beyond Submissive and letting people drag them.
Yeah. Roast me, and then 2,000 comments later, it's like, oh damn, I can't delete. Oh no, and then they'll come back. No, don't bring that shit back. Don't delete it. Bring it back, and they start roasting again. They got a screenshot of the picture, and they just start roasting.
So I learned from that. Like I really did have that conversation with myself. Like wherever we are, we have to find the beauty in ourselves, right? And not saying that she didn't. Maybe she felt beautiful in that outfit, and okay. We're all entitled to our opinions.
She should have tried. I don't care. She should have tried.
But you know what? There are some people who just have no taste. I've seen it.
And that's true. But
and it is what it is. So it's not your fault. I still blame your husband. It is not your fault.
Yeah, I blame him too. Yeah.
But for me, that was the message.
Mm.
I have discernment. You might not like every outfit I put on, but I'm gonna start putting on outfits because I can't.
You gonna do better now?
I gotta do better.
She has set a bar that you got to step over. You got to make sure you step over that bar because you don't want
I
nobody
ain't
talking
gonna
about them.
step over. I could just shuffle. Like I ain't gotta lift my leg far. That
But you
bar
don't want to get limbo under it.
ain't no limbling. All you got.
You don't want to limbo up.
You can roll like that lady rolled. That's all you have to do is roll over it. It was nothing. We can't put up the other thing because
No, we can
the
put it
sound
up because
effects.
you don't have. They don't have to hear it.
All right,
but
all right. I'm gonna do the voiceover. I'm gonna do music because you know all it is it the busted challenge?
Mhm.
It's the busted challenge.
Mhm.
So I think
This
Is
what
there
happened.
anything more to
Yeah,
say?
yeah. This what happened when she came down. And says, "No, not necessarily. We didn't. I didn't ran enough laps. I mean, and
will you be done?
I don't think so because if something else
okay.
come out, yeah, if something else come
I
out,
don't think it's done.
yeah, I don't think it's done. So I think something else gonna come out. Then I'm gonna have to start back up.
What is this polyester? How could she wear this? This is so uncomfortable. Sorry.
So, yeah, like I said,
The memes were amazing.
wonderful. Just
The
wonderful.
memes were the best one to me was like if you've been involved in listening to his advice and got out of a relationship, you're
Yeah.
entitled for compensation from Derek Jaxn.
Hey, y'all might want to hit up Morris Bart or somebody,
So
to try to get y'all some compensation and get y'all monies back. Because people was on his Instagram, right? And they was in the comments after the video he did when he showed the book, the last video. I want my money back. They had I want my money. Give me my money back. There was a lot of women was in that in the comments. I'm like, this is wonderful. Like women, y'all made this happen.
Victory laps.
Women History Month.
And the one thing I will say is nobody's mad at the side chick.
No,
nobody was like no vitriol whatsoever. Like I don't know
because they exposed it. They exposed the lies and the foolishness.
There's a lot of people who've done that in other relationships too, and they got mad about it. Other situations where people have been like kiss.
Yeah, but you know what?
Side chick.
So it's all a scale, right? Based on his contribution to whatever was going on. He's
it's directly because he was doing those videos.
Yeah, it's directly because of that.
I don't believe you because when the preachers do it, they be like his side chick, his woman, because you weren't doing your job either. But they build the man up. This time they were like side chick, yay, speak your truth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's Women's History Month. Thank you.
Maybe it's because it's Women's History. I don't know, but y'all.
But there's no history of arm of God in women, so that's why
women have worked together. Okay, to bring down foolishness. I guess I don't know.
I appreciate y'all. That used to bother me, so I thank y'all. Appreciate you.
So go with it. That's all I have to say. Thank y'all for joining.
So this how Danae Jaxn came downstairs.
Just play it again.
Just because I'm being petty, don't want to act right. Okay.
Yeah. Try again. Okay. Sister. You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
It's like a meal that's satisfied.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. Yeah,
okay.
I'm so full. I'm
glad you're happy. I'm so glad you're happy. 2021 has turned into a very interesting time frame.
So, I forgot. I put this March Madness. So this was also tagged March Madness. But yeah, I mean, this is the year somebody else, MTR called and said this is the year of the receipts. So, this is the year of the receipts. So we're gonna have a lot of other stuff going on this year, and people they're not gonna want to hear the bullshit. They're gonna want to see receipts. They want to see people what you got to show, and that's what's gonna happen for the rest of this year.
And this is why I'm telling everybody to be authentic.
Yes,
okay?
be real.
Because I'm not trying to tell you I'm an amazing person. There are a lot of people who think I'm an asshole, and they're probably right because they're assholes.
Yeah.
I treat you accordingly. So, be authentic because when the time comes and when y'all find out about my shit, I'm be like,
hey, I told you.
Yeah.
Nice shit.
Team Jaxn. Make better choices.
What up, Team Jaxn?
Make better choices.
What up, Team Jaxn?
You backed the wrong horse.
Women, be better judges of character too. So that's all I gotta say. But I appreciate y'all though.
I'm okay with the
I appreciate
camouflage
y'all.
bottoms. I don't know why. Camouflage top is like, I want to go duck hunting right now. And again, nothing wrong with that, but I feel that's ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just being. This is all for jokes. We don't like honestly. One thing I will say to Ms. Jaxn, I don't know if that's her real name, their real name. One thing I will say to her is, I hope that you find some peace with this, and get off social media for a second,
please.
Just because I mean, something's going on in your marriage, and so maybe it's time. And so, Mr. Jaxn, get off social media and start actually. I honestly think he doesn't take his relationship seriously. I honestly think that's the case.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you, sir. There's no helping you. Jesus is the reason. Go find the reason. I don't know what to tell you, but wife, if you are in a situation where you feel like life should be a certain kind of way, then you need to start asking yourself why and where, what's coming, what, like the hard questions, so you can figure that out, because life is short and it's hard. I hate for you to think that living your life this kind of way is supposed to get you this kind of thing, and then you wake up one day and find out you ain't got none of that shit because you put none of the effort and energy into getting what you wanted out of life. People use the Bible in that frame of reference, right? They're like, oh, what's the thing mom used to say all the time?
It's not me, mom. It's your ain't shit child over here. I'm not. It's not me.
That something akin to like what God has for them. Nobody can take it.
Nobody take away. Yeah.
And I'm like, but God helps those who helps themselves.
It is. Yeah.
I'm
you
like,
have to put in work.
You have to put the work in to get what He has, the abundance He has for you. Like, I'm fine with speaking the religious language, but you have to put in the work. And people are sitting here not putting any work in and then get mad because they're not getting the results.
Not getting results.
Sorry.
That's all I have. Like I said, anything pop up, I'll be back. But yeah, I'll have something later on for y'all when I do this experiment. Just wanted to let y'all know. And off top, I ain't shit either. So.
Oh, and side note, I wear fatigues too. So, this is his shirt. I wear fatigues too.
Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. We'll talk about something.
Bust it.